They're supposed to go back to my parents' house. My kids yell, they scream. They don't want to go back there. It breaks my heart seeing my kids like this and not being able to do anything about it. My children need to be cared for by their mother because a mother's love is the best love you can ever give a child.
Any of that true, what your daughter says on the tape?
No.
And do you believe she's just saying this to get back at you?
She's saying it to get back at me. I know why she's doing it.
All right.
I mean, yeah, I was mean when I was younger, but I've changed. I mean, I was a mean father. I'll admit it.
Were you physically abusive?
Physically abusive, yes. I hit my kids.
Spanking, hitting?
No,
Hold on.
Yes, I'll admit, you can boo me. I hit my kids.
And
I did, my son and my daughter.
And why did you hit them?
I don't know.
You don't know? It wasn't for a disciplinary reason?
Just, yeah, it was for disciplinary reasons, yeah. But I mean, why did I hit them maybe a little bit excessive? I really don't know.
But you're saying you hit them excessively.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, listen, you're here, you're admitting it. Your kids are grown-ups now, right?
Yeah, I mean I'm not happy about it. I'm not proud of it.
Your 15-year-old daughter, you're not abusive to her?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
What made you change?
I took classes. I went to Nonviolence Alliance for 3 years.
All right, so you knew you had a problem.
Yeah.
And you took steps to correct it.
And I took steps to correct it.
You don't hit your grandchildren, though, right?
No, sir.
Scrub with the toilet brush?
No.
None of this is true?
No.
You're telling me you had a problem, but you changed it, you got help?
Yes.
And you got fixed. Okay, well, let's bring out your daughter. She's here. Let's bring her out.
You're
That's part of your thing. You talk about loving your kids and mother's love.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't love
right.
your kids. All you love is that guy's crash between your legs.
I love
You're nothing but a
my
little
kids.
whore. That's right. You about it.
No,
You think I
am
care?
not a whore.
You think I care? I know what you are. I know about the list you have. What about the list that you have of all the guys that you slept with? They didn't even have names on them. You wrote a list. You were proud because you were 19 and slept with like 30 guys.
I had sex
and
with
you were proud of it.
guys.
What about the guy that came to your house who was Barbara? And the cops came the next morning looking.
That never happened.
It didn't happen. I know for a fact it happened.
If it happened, you would have called CPS right then and there.
Wait, they called CPS. Are you stupid?
Are you stupid?
Who
They
do you
would have
think
took my
called CPS?
kids. Retarded?
Why were they going to take your kids, Barbara? Because you're nothing but a liar. Why don't you bring your little blind been out here?
Yeah, why don't I?
Why don't you bring him out? Why don't you bring him out?
Talk about that.
Yeah, bring him out. His little punk ass.
Step over here. I think you better keep going to those classes for a time being.
He needs more than just classes.
Yeah.
And I say that because, and you know what, I get it, because I've seen a lot of situations where I say, oh, those are your children, but then, you know, a couple more times, they call the police, you keep going back there, and you say, hey, I get it, you know, you throw your hands, you wash your hands, the kids are no good.
Right.
You know, but is it really to that point where your daughter comes on stage, you're a slut, you know, you're...
That's him. That's how he
I mean,
is.
my thing is,
new.
well, the issue is the kids here. If she slept with 19 guys or whatever the number is, who gives a damn? I don't care. I mean, why would you care? She's a grown woman, you know.
Because why would I care? Because at the time she had my grandkids and they were in the house and she was bringing strange men in every day.
That would be a good.
That's why.
That would be a good point. If you're running different guys in and out of your house all the time, it's probably not a good impression for your kids, right?
It's not.
Maybe you did something. How do I know you're not abusing them grandkids?
We're going to get to the lie detector results.
Come here, you bastard! Get out of here!
When I was younger, I always thought I had to sleep with a man to feel loved, to feel like I had someone there to be with me.
Younger, when we took the kids, you had guys hiding under your bed every night.
When men came to my house,
They would hide under your bed when they came to inspect that nobody would know they were there because the kids told us that you had them running and hiding under their beds.
Okay.
That was before.
Why do you feel the need that you have to sleep with men to feel love?
Because that's how I felt all my life. He treated me like
He admitted
my
that.
whole life.
He admitted that.
My whole life until now, to this age.
And he said that he was abusive, that he was physically abusive. He doesn't have an answer for it. He was wrong. He went and got help, and he's trying
Hey, please. He got help, and he's still the same way. He doesn't abuse my little sisters, yeah, but...
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He hasn't touched either one of my sisters.
Do you feel that you're a good mother?
I try to be. I'm not the best mother.
No, I understand. Like you say, I try to be. But really, when it comes to kids and we say, oh, I try, sometimes trying's not good enough. You know what I mean? Not when it comes to your kids. You could say, well, I try to be a good mom. I try to keep them clean. I try to keep them fed.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not doing it, then you're not doing it. So I'll ask you point blank, do you have sex with your husband in front of your kids?
No.
Have you ever?
No.
We walk around in front of your kids naked?
Oh, no. That's disgusting.
Are
I
you?
wouldn't do that.
And you and your husband aren't molesting the children?
No.
And you know for sure that your husband's not molesting the girls?
No, he's not. I know he's
you
not.
know your father has custody and he has the kids the majority of the time and you're getting these visits. He's saying the kids are coming back, they're acting out, they're slamming the door, they're yelling, they're screaming. And this is a 3-year-old. Mm-hmm. Do you see this behavior in your 3-year-old?
Yeah, I do.
Does it cause you concern?
Yes and no.
Well, it's got to cause you concern. If a
I mean,
3-year-old...
I've shut the door.
Why wouldn't you be concerned if your 3-year-old was acting that way? That's very unusual behavior for a 3-year-old.
You're right.
Isn't that a big warning sign? Something's wrong?
You're right.
And have you ever sat your daughter down, asked her what was wrong? Now, see, that part, I just can't understand that. Your mom, you see your daughter acting that way, you haven't sat down and talked to her and asked her what's wrong?
No. It lasts for just...
What's that?
It just lasts. She slams the door and that's how she acts.
I know, but this is a 3-year-old.
It's not just the 3-year-old, it's all the kids. All the kids act like that.
Well,
and I
okay.
haven't had custody in 3 years.
Well, and why
They
not?
have custody.
And why not?
So it should be towards
Okay,
him
but
on why they're doing it.
Why don't you have custody?
I've messed up in the past, yeah. I've done things I shouldn't have.
Like what?
Okay?
How did your kids get taken away?
My parents went down to the courthouse and took custody.
No. I don't want to hear what they did. What did you do to get your kids taken away?
They made a whole list of accusations.
Were any of them
Some
true?
of them were true.
And what were the true ones?
My house, I went through a depression, and my house was a mess. It was dirty, I admit. I used my money to get my daughter some food at the restaurant instead of making food because we had roaches. I didn't want her eating roaches.
Your daughter told a story, and I have to believe it because I don't know if anybody can even make this story up. You know what I mean? It's the first time I ever heard it. Your daughter is playing with the soap dispenser that, you know, and